Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would show you guys a comparison video from last time, because remember last time my hand loads, these reloads I was shooting through Vivian, were way too soft, and so we increased it from, I believe, 25.3 grains of ram shot TAC up to 26.8 grains. That's a substantial increase with 1.5 grains, putting me half a grain under the maximum safe load. According to the powder manufacturer for this particular projectile and brass. And let's take a look at the difference here. Yeah, the pressure is looking so much better. Let me just grab one of these cartridges so you can see the primer. Let it focus for a second. The primer is still very rounded though. It has a round bevel on it, which means I have a lot of leeway, and all of them look like this. I only saw one or two that looked, out of this batch that I shot the other day, that looked like the pressure was even remotely high. So it looked like 2 out of every 100 approximately that appeared to be even high pressure, but they still look to be in the safe range. So I could easily step this up to a maximum load, and I feel it would be safe, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or not. I'm going to take another trip to the range with some of this other load at the same data, hopefully with my new glasses by then. And we'll see how it groups, and I might just stick with where I'm at. So again, less wear and tear on the rifle. Even though we're close to a max load, we're doing pretty good. So no need to put extra wear on an expensive rifle like this just to get a little more velocity if I'm not going to get more accuracy. Also, you will notice there is far less soot around the neck. So the necks are a lot cleaner, which again, indicative of a couple things. Now the primers are still showing that we have a lot of wiggle room, but these cleaner necks mean that we're getting a better seal initially. In that first ½ inch to an inch of the bullet traveling down the barrel, we're getting a better seal so that it's not blowing back as much burning powder into the chamber around the brass. So we're getting less soot and carbon on that actual neck. So that's a really, really good sign that our pressure is much, much more consistent. Now, when we look at this bolt carrier group, now remember guys, this is a fail 0, and at the advice of one of the subscribers, and actually I want to thank a subscriber by the name of Lewis R, he did say that most of the guys these days, the top shooters, are recommending that you run the bolt carriers really wet, even if you're running a nickel boron bolt carrier. So I did. I ran it a lot wetter. I have not taken it apart yet, so I'm going to see what it looks like. But externally, it's looking a lot cleaner than it did last time. There's a little bit of soot. As you can see, it wipes off with my finger there. Again, nickel boron, good stuff. So let's take it apart and see if running it wetter with the hotter loads is helping. The firing pin is still pretty dirty. Now that it's dropped out, let me let that focus on it. Still pretty dirty, but it doesn't look to have like actual buildup that I'm going to need to scrub off. Let me see. I'm just going to see if it wipes down with a shop rag. Yeah, a little bit of carbon buildup back here near the back that I'm going to need to scrub off with a solvent. But the main length of the firing pin, yeah, nothing on there that won't wipe off with a rag. So I'll just solvent that up and clean it later. Let me get this key out. Let's look at the rest of this. Look at the head and everything on this. Okay, all right, running it wetter with this is not bad at all. Not bad. In fact, even these seals, you notice the seals are still looking really, really clean. These little rings here. The body of it, I think that's just, again, normal buildup. Let me wipe it down with a rag since you guys saw what it looked like. With that extra oil, running it wetter certainly helped. Yeah, oh God, yeah. Definitely better with that. A little bit of carbon back here. Let me show you guys where there's some at on here. Back here, I'm going to need to scrub this a little bit with a brush and some solvent. So a little bit of buildup further back, kind of actually really close to where that base of the firing pin is back there. So I'm getting some carbon back there, probably due to the rapid fire and us getting the rifle fairly hot. But I think with this being nickel boron, this being run wetter, I think that's going to just scrape right off when I go to clean it. I think it's going to be a really easy clean. So yeah, a combination of using the better loads that are a little hotter, so a more complete burn, this nickel boron bolt carrier and running it wet, This cleanup is going to be probably 3 times easier than it was last week. So, great success. It looks like our load data is pretty good. I just need to, again, double check the accuracy on it. Let me get up there and shoot some of it with a better prescription and see if it's more accurate or not, or if I need to go a little hotter for accuracy, but I might not need to. I think we're probably going to be pretty good. So let me put this bolt carrier back together. I'm going to clean this not today, so I'm not going to worry about this today. All right, get the cotter back in. Yeah, a lot cleaner, dramatically cleaner than last time. So this load data is running a lot cleaner and better in this rifle. Not much else to say on that other than this has been successful. And again, I do want to thank Lewis R for that advice on running this bolt carrier group a lot wetter with oil on it. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.